my channel, Amy here with Organized Hobbit. Today is going to be the first part in a little mini series about how I'm gearing up for 2020. Just showing you guys kind of both my planning and my art related things, because I do get a few questions on it every once in a while about what I'm using. And it's always fun to do these kind of videos for you guys. So first video is going to be on my planner. I am still in the same planner that I was using from my last video, the bullet planner. I can't remember the specific name of it, but it is all in that video. So if you want to know the specifics, please go ahead and check that out. It was basically a really cheap planner that I got from Walmart that's a hybrid between a bullet journal and a planner. The other thing that I'm going to show in this video is going to be this right here. This is my pencil case and everything that I house for my everyday or every week planner. There will be a part 2 to the planner section of this series, just due to the fact that I do have a new sort of setup for my social media / project journal, or planner rather, and I wanted to wait until I flesh it out and kind of decide where everything's going to be before I filmed it. Plus I don't want this video to be too long, so let's get to it. So as I said, I'm using the exact same planner as that one. I am using a Christmas cover now from Hello Happiness Co. on Etsy. It's meant to fit an A5 bullet journal. It is a little bit bigger made, so luckily it does fit this one perfectly, which I love. I'm just going to kind of flip through so you guys can see how things have kind of progressed for me. I really loved starting to use a lot more stickers in my planner. Loving to use some of the sections as I go. Some things have changed. Some of the stuff I added in later when I didn't have anything to put on these pages, such as swatching. One big thing that kind of did change in the upcoming months, October specifically, is I am setting up a monthly page for tracking like spending and all that kind of stuff, as well as like habits and like things I want to get done through the month. I did another one for November. I haven't done one for December just because I knew I wanted to create kind of a master list, which you guys will see fairly soon coming up here. But this is kind of the master list that I was talking about. I have already started December on the last couple pages, but I just kind of have a master list of things that I want to have going on. I basically use this in however I need to, and it's extremely freeing for me because I had to skip a page here just because I think that there's something that I want to add on these pages prior to this, but I wasn't sure. But I don't need to feel like I'm wasting the pages because I can always go back like I've done before for swatching, to add collections, that kind of thing. You know, I'm letting myself have some freedom with the brush lettering, even though I'm not that great at it. So it's a really nice planner setup for me. I'm still doing a lot of the same highlighting of the dates and using the different sections for my main things. And then this page is kind of like a free-for-all for what that I need. But in the case of this week, I'm using this entire spread for my major declutter when I'm on time off in the end of December. So I wanted to get that pre-planned before I am off, just so I can get some of these cleaning projects hammered out. It is a weekly undated journal, or a daily, weekly undated. Oh, there's a stuck in that. It's not supposed to be in there, but it is a, like I said, a weekly undated journal. I don't use the information really in the back for any important notes. I kind of use it just to test some markers and stuff on occasion if I'm not 100% sure on if I like the color on them without committing to them on my paper. But yeah, and the other thing that's changed is I took out that ruler. Not really using it that much anymore. As you guys saw up here, I am using a little binder clip type thing. So, and then on occasion using some post-it notes because I wanted to hammer out some details for my cleaning before I put it into my master list. So I keep these in here. I usually, if I still want to hold on to them, I'll tuck them in here. I haven't had to because a lot of what goes on here is mailing lists and stuff like that. But that is the planner portion of this. Look at that little globe. So pretty. So anyway, next thing that we're going to look at is mine. You can see my iPhone cord. I apologize. I'm trying to charge my phone. This is my UB pencil case. I really like the layout of this pencil case because it has a nice exterior pocket that is very roomy. Plus it has one in the front that I could stick whatever pen I want or anything like super conveniently in the front without having to go into here. So let's get to it. Back pocket here. Oh, and I got this from Staples. I wanted to get the pink chevron pattern, but this was the only one they had in the store, so that's what I settled for. I will probably, if I can find the other one, purchase that one as well, because I really do like the layout of the pencil case. But so let's just pull out everything's in there. So like I said, super roomy pocket. It's got that same kind of shiny material on it. I just kind of keep random bits and bobs in there, just because it's just a convenience section, if that makes sense. Like things that I don't necessarily go to all the time, so I don't want to have it laying out, but things that I might need on occasion, such as some mini scissors, an elastic band that should be wrapped around the mini scissors, but I was using the scissors, so I took it off. I always find myself needing an elastic band, so I try to keep one in every pencil case that I have, just because you never know when you might need one to keep your pages flat or something. Various types of sticky notes. I just kind of tore off some of the pages off a couple I had, and these two were just loose ones that I'm trying to get through, so those live in there. Neutral washi tape. So this is washi tape specifically carded for more neutral colors. I bought this like years ago from My Rachie on Instagram, who unfortunately doesn't sell these anymore, but did a ton of sample cards, and I bought some, and I liked the fact that they were neutral, so if I wanted to paste anything in, I could do it without having to influx any specific design color that I'm using. I have different types of measuring tools, and these are from the Ultra Thin collection by somebody at Superstore. I don't really know. I bought it in a geometry set, but these are meant to be ultra thin for minimal interference in your, I guess, school supplies. I do have a little notebook here, or a little, I guess it's scrapbooking paper that I converted to house some of my sticky notes. I do go through these ones somewhat, but this I more or less put in here because I wanted to use a lot of the numbered ones, and I threw some Halloween ones in here because who cares? It's a sticky note. So that is what lives in there. I'm all for using the supplies that I have, especially with my planner now. I'm a little bit more lenient when it comes to my art supplies, I will find, because so much of what I have, despite the fact that, you know, it might be watercolor or whatever, it can do different things, but sticky notes are sticky notes. Like, I don't care. And that's just my personal opinion. You can 100% have your own. Open this up. So this lays nice and flat. There is two sections, one on either side. This has a half and a full 3/4 pouch. This has two longer pouches, and then the mesh one in the front. Mesh one just has some more washi tape. This is more colorful stuff, so if I want to create a layout kind of basing it on these colors, this is just kind of the washi tape that, again, I have lying around, so I stuck it in here so I would use it. And some of these transparent post-its, which I use to kind of mark over things. They are transparent, or yeah, transparent or translucent. You can kind of see through them, like, for example, this. You can somewhat see through it, so if you needed to highlight something or whatever, you could do that. So I have those in there. Over on this side, I have some longer, and I have some, because I wanted to remember to use these because I have needing them for my project planner. So this was my reminder to grab these out of here. But I have these Kina Prints little Starbucks and tabbies. I wanted to create some tabbies in my other planner, so I thought it'd be really cute to use the Starbucks ones, as well as obviously the tabs that are there. But from Love Like Rin, or Ryan, I'm not 100%, I'm assuming it's Rin, but I'm not 100% sure. I bought these forever ago. Ton of little tiny ones that are good for just little lists or whatnot. Honestly, yeah, I bought a ton of stuff when I was starting planning that I thought that I would need, and I just really don't. I'll get to the pens in a second. I just want to kind of get through these other sections. But again, I'm just trying to get through what I have, so it kind of seems like a hodgepodge, but it's a hodgepodge with meaning. I have various sheets of masking stickers and Project Life cards, some transparent stickers if I need them. Basically, again, just trying to get through my collection of stuff. I love using Project Life cards in both planners because I think they look absolutely adorable when they're punched in your planner, which is a ring bound for my project planner, or when they're taped in. It just adds that extra layer of dimension that I really personally enjoy in my planners. I know some people like more of a clean look. I like a look with some dimension. Over here I have some of those Martha Stewart Dewdrops. I am very close to running out on this one, so I am supplementing it with a new set. My pink ones are very precious to me, so I try not to use them because I've never found anybody who can make them perfectly. But again, I need to get through my collection. I can't hoard stickers because they're pretty, because that defeats the purpose of why I have them. So anyway, excuse me. So I got some transparent stickers here. Just in case I want to throw something cute in there. I have a little mason jar stickers that I'm going to be using for upcoming savings. And then finally, these are the books that I'm currently using for my weekly planning. So basically what I do is in my planner, I pick one of these weekly books, sticker kits. I got them from Michaels. I have the Shine Sticker Studio. These are actually newer ones. And I have the One Ton in a Million and Sweet Kawaii Design ones. I just pick whatever one I'm kind of feeling, as well as a couple of the companion books that will go with the design, so I have a nice group of range. And I just start going through them and using them on my spread, so I have a little bit of, you know, fun in my collection. I really like them because they last me a really long time. One weekly book lasts me about a month, and then I can use the extra stickers for whatever I really want to. You know, I don't have to use them all up for my planner. I can migrate them and use a lot of like the cute little labely ones on a couple of my watercolor kits or on the top of a journal, that kind of thing. So yeah. I don't know why I always feel like when I film these kind of things, like I need to justify my decisions, but then I'm also like, I don't care, you do you. So I don't know. I'm just gonna get this out of the way so I can show you guys the pens that I'm using. So there's a couple of these same type of pens. These are these super cheap, like, fine tip ones. I have a couple in here because I find with these ones, if you use them for too long, they'll die. So I like having a couple to switch out so the ink can kind of catch itself back up, because they are extremely cheap pens. I think when all is said and done, they're maybe $1 each. I'm assuming they're probably pretty less from what I remember paying for them, but I've had them for so long that I don't fully remember. I have a couple color markers here, Tombow in 991, which is like a soft yellow color, and then a Bria Reese dual tip marker, which is unmarked, but it's like this kind of lavender purple. These are the ones that I'm using right now in my planner for my monthly layout, and then this is the color that I chose to work for my cleanup and declutter section. So whatever ones I'm currently working with live in here. I do switch these out every single couple of weeks. I definitely change the layout every month or whenever I switch sticker packs. But I tend to try to pick a color that works with the stickers that I have as kind of a neutral tone without it being like super neutral. I have a fine liner here from Unipin, which is my favorite fine liner ever for my planner. It's 0.1. and it works on these stickers beautifully. It doesn't smear. You have to kind of give it a second to set though, because the stickers are glossy. So I do have this Sarasa multi-pen. It has 4 colors and a pencil on it, as well as a cute little eraser. I like doing this for if I have to write long notes on anything. I'm going to probably be using it more in my project notebook, but I like having it in there in case I want to write any longer notes that I don't want to have to worry about this, or something that I know that I'm going to need to have these color coding for, which I do actually have to use on occasion. And then a mechanical pencil. That is a mechanical pencil. Mostly because I don't like using the mechanical pencil that's in here. I have nothing against it. It's precious to me, I guess. So I'm just using my cheap one. Last but not least, I have my Tombow Fidenesque pen for that very terrible brush lettering that you guys saw in my planner. It's pretty terrible, but what are you gonna do? Keep practicing, I guess. That's kind of like the main thing you can do. But that is basically it. So my pencils, or my pencil case, as well as my planner. Like I said, there hasn't been a lot that changed other than the case since my last video, but I will be showing you guys an updated version of how I'm planning my projects and stuff in a separate video, and I will be showing you my sketchbooks that I'm working on and the pencil case that goes with those sketchbooks. So thank you guys as always for watching. Please check out my Instagram down below, and if you like this channel, subscribe, like, do all those good things that helps my little baby channel grow. It's greatly always appreciated. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!